The hate army troll.
It's the hate army, bro.
The hate army.
Shout
that
out
guy.
to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us move on to our big topic of the show today. All right, so let's do this. All right, let's do this. What time is it? 38 minutes. I'm trying to remember where I got to clip this, okay? All right, so as you all know, I have a long-running history with Review Tech USA that's very one-sided. He basically is someone who became kind of an internet bully to me, punching down at me constantly, always talking about me in a negative light in his streams and content, despite the fact that I really have no relation to the guy whatsoever. All right, it was just a running thing. It got to the point where he did it so much that his viewers got used to it, right? Like, this is what we expect when we watch Review Tech. It's going to be him beating up Phil, right? But what's happened is in the last year, this guy has had a complete reversal of fortune. All right, he had a falling out with his longtime editor. That blew up publicly, made him look absolutely horrible, right? Things about his life and stuff have been exposed to the internet in a way they never should have, and it all shines him in a very, very, very negative light. All right? So much so that, you know, June the King did a negative documentary about the guy out of nowhere, because originally he thought it wouldn't have been an interesting subject, but when he looked into it, he was like, no, he actually really is. And because of my interest in doing this react, okay, the guys from Kino Casino, a live streaming show over on Kick, got wind of it, and they started talking about me, but also Rich, but also our interactions and everything. And I actually started interacting with those guys. I appeared on their show, and we arranged to do a co-op react to the Rich documentary, which we did, and it did great. View-wise, attention-wise, it blew up. Everyone was talking about this thing. Everyone loved the gimmick that I came up with, that I have his final poker chip, right? And I still have it in my background 2 months later, right? It was good, classic stuff, right? Everyone loved it. But since then, I pretty much laid off the guy. I said, you know, people wanted me to keep talking about him and keep beating him up and stuff. And I'm like, listen, I don't need to do that, because he's already took his licks, right? Like, we did a special. I made money doing it and everything. It's kind of like getting back at him, because for years and years, he's made, probably, no exaggeration, hundreds of thousands of dollars making fun of me. So for me to make like a few $1,000s making fun of him for once, it was only fair and only kind of like just desserts justice kind of a deal, right? So after that, I really didn't talk about him, and people wanted me to. Oh boy, did people want me to. They wanted me to go after this guy and keep reaming him every day. They thought I was going to become like Kino Casino Light almost, right? But I'm not about that. I'm just not, you know. I don't want to keep beating the dead horse, as they say. But what happened is, over the last month and a half, I've had various guests on the show. One of the guests I had was Keemstar, and he suggested, man, you've got to get, you know, Stuttering Craig and Review Tech on your show. These would be the big guests everyone wants to see. You got to do it. As you know, I had Stuttering Craig on the show. Since then, I've also had a couple other interesting interviews with June the King and Tolomeo. And by the way, we have more lined up, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. But I want to talk about the Review Tech thing first, okay? So, in regards to this, I reached out to Review Tech around this time, and I said, listen, now I'm doing interviews on my show for the first time ever. For years, you've wanted to come on, you wanted me to come on your show. You wanted to interview me, dying and desperate for me to be part of your content. Why? To be honest, because he wants to basically talk about private shit, insult me and everything. The usual bullshit, right? He wants to do a scathing interview. Well, guess what? The scathing interviews already happened. The 4-hour documentaries already happened. It's all done. All my drama is over with. There's literally no drama left. No one's talking about me in a dramatic way. The detractors are really scraping by to try to get content every day, because there is none. There's literally no content left for them. So they just repeat the same shit that doesn't even make sense. The shit that they're saying, it doesn't even apply. It's just bullshit, you know? Look at the stupid nonsense guys like Duty Streams are saying. Phil stole a logo. No, I didn't. Here's the receipts. Phil said to shoot a CEO in the streets. No, I didn't. Here's the actual clip. It's just bullshit. They have nothing to say anymore, right? They really don't. They have absolutely nothing. They're done. They're fucking morons. So I offered literally a month and a half ago to Rich. I said, come on the show, right? He ignored me. I offered again like a week or two later. He ignored me. Then after like a month of me trying to reach out, I was like, I guess you're just kind of a joke, man. Like, I really want to give you a shot. I want to do a real interview with you. But you're not responding. So I'm probably going to give up. Right. And I'm like, then all of a sudden he responds, right? He starts sending me pictures, random pictures. First he sends me a picture of LTG. Then he sends me a picture of a guy like freaking out at a parrot. It just doesn't make sense. Like, what he's sending me is like fever dream nonsense. Like, and I'm thinking to myself, is this guy seriously, like, as the Kino Casino portrays him, does he seriously just sit around high all day? And then he thinks that this is like funny responses and things? Like, what is he even talking about? Right? It's so stupid. So, again, no serious responses, right? So finally I send him a DM. It was about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember. And the DM was very simple on Twitter. It was like, at this point, I've been waiting a month and a half. I'm done waiting. Either you agree to come on the show and do this interview, or I'm done with you and I'm not going to offer it again. It'll be off the table forever. It's your call. All right? He responds not to the DM, but publicly on his Twitter timeline. It's just, I covered this last week or the week before, where he picks up a picture of P. Diddy, the diddler. Yes, I'd like to come on the show in the next week. I'm like, wait, what? Dude, we have an open conversation, a DM, where we could talk behind the scenes and schedule it out and figure it out. And instead, you're blowing this up to the public. Why are you doing this? This is stupid. So I talked about it on the show that it didn't make sense. I'm very confused. So basically, here's what I did. All right? And basically, I laid down the law. All right? This was like 2 nights ago. I sent him one final DM, and I said, dude, it's this simple. You respond to this DM like a professional person, and you tell me you want to come on the show, yes or no. If I don't hear from you by 48 hours, this offer is closed forever. I've had enough. I'm just not playing with you anymore. This is stupid, right? He actually responded to the DM. Okay? He did. So, before I tell you about the conversation that we just had, all right, I'm going to do a shout out, and I actually want to do a segment. I want to do kind of a small Rich recap, because as you know, I haven't been following the guy. I don't know what's up with him or in his life. I haven't actually been following him at all. All right. But I wanted to get caught up before I kind of like approached him and talked with him the specifics about this interview. I wanted to talk, or excuse me, I wanted to get caught up with his antics. All right. So we're about to do this in a second, and then I'm going to tell you about what we talked about. But first, I have a shout out to do. I received a $20 tip this morning from Guitar Player. I wonder if you're going to play the new Life is Strange game right away or wait till the chapters release. You can answer this after you're done with your segment. Oh, I didn't even know it was coming out as chapters. It is? Oh, why are they doing that? No. Why are they doing that? That's the worst possible idea. We were done with that. We were done with these games having episodic releases for the better. It was working. You could play the whole game. Remember Life is Strange True Colors all came out as one game? And so you were able to play the entire game whenever you wanted. And I loved that formula. That worked perfectly. Are you telling me they're going back to doing chapters? That is atrocious. Whoever gave them that fucking advice, that's moronic. No one wants to sit around waiting ages and ages and ages and ages for the next chapter of an episodic game to come out, and then you don't know when it's coming out, so you're all uncertain about if and when you can even play it again. And then there's a chance that there's something wrong goes with the studio and then they can't finish the game. Remember, that's what happened with The Walking Dead at one point. Dude, that's terrible. If they're following that, I hope there's a misunderstanding and they're not doing that. If the whole game comes out at once, I'm playing it. If it's episodic, now I got to rethink. All right? Okay. Well, there's your answer. Thank you, Guitar Player. First tip of the day. Appreciate that very much, guys. Let's get someone to unseat Miss Sparkles with a $2 super chat, which would be easy. It just has to be above $2. And let's get someone to be a new top tipper, an unthrown Guitar Player. Let's get some nice animations going on the stream, and let's get the momentum going in the right direction. We're at 64 likes, guys. Let's get this up to 100 likes right now. We have almost 450 viewers and climbing. Come on, we can hit that, all right? Okay, folks. So, here we go. Last night, Kino Casino did a segment on their show about review tech. And I kind of used this segment as a way to re-educate myself on what Review Tech USA has been doing for the last couple of months since we did the co-op react against him, right? I wasn't going to watch all his content. I wasn't going to fuck around, but I basically wanted to catch up by watching them, okay? So, by the way, here's their Halloween costumes for last night. These guys go all out for their Halloween event. They call it Kino-ween. It's a month-long event. So, all right, so here's the question. Who did it better? Colonel Sanders, all right? Triple P, or me? Oh, God, look at that. All right, look at my eye. Oh, that's incredibly disturbing. All right, so Ashton or me? Who's the better Colonel Sanders? I don't know. This is a tough one. Because I think mine is kind of unhinged and incredibly disturbing, right? And I actually did a giant chunk of that game, Little Hope, in character as Colonel Sanders. And that's immortalized. You can go watch that right now on my channel if you watch my Little Hope playthrough. I do like 2 hours or more of the game as Colonel Sanders. But some people are saying, no, Triple P did it better. Well, you guys are dicks. All right, anyway. So last night, they did a segment on Review Tech. And so what I'd like to do is watch some of it with you. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. Maybe skim through it. But I want to get caught up on Review Tech. I think their segment is like 20 minutes long. So there's no way I'm going to watch. Yeah, see, it ends there. And that's the end of it right there. Yep, so it's about a 20-minute segment. I'm not going to watch the whole segment. But I want to get caught up on what's going on with this man. And then I want to tell you about the conversation I just had with him today in regards to a podcast appearance. Okay? Sound good? All right, so let's start.
Paddling time for Dickers.
It's been a while.
So, well, yeah, Dickers was completely...
Yo, the first... Wow, it does not pause very well on Kick, does it? I hit pause. It took forever to pause. Paddling time for Dickers is the first thing that he says. Jeez. How's that volume level, by the way? Was it all right?
Finish. Like, he was washed up, wasn't doing any streams, just completely defeated, right? After darksydephil felted him, took all of his chips, Dickers ran away. But while we were on break, Dickers decided to come back. And Dickers did a stream where he ate, I'm not kidding, he ate the entire bag of 10,000 milligram edibles on stream. We have a still image from it. The stream was deleted immediately and lost. But you can see here, he had an insane hallucination.
Yo, look at his eyes. What the dude, hold on. Look at that face. Now look at this face. Ready? But I was playing it up. I was playing it up for the camera. That's him actually on his stream. Oh my God, dude. This guy is something else. Like, but do you understand, like, trying to work with him to get him on my show, and this is how he behaves on his own content. So can you imagine how he would behave on my show if he came on here as a guest, right? Like, you gotta wonder, how is he gonna show up? How's he gonna appear, right?
Hallucination. A really bad trip on the edibles, and this changed his...
Yeah, you look what's going on. Kick is messed up. Let me try refreshing. Kick is messed up when I pause and play. It desyncs. So we're at 3 minutes 58:51. 3 minutes 58:51. Oh shit, I skipped ahead. Okay.
Hallucination. A really bad trip on the edibles, man. And this changed his life. Now,
I guess we're just gonna have to watch it desynced. It doesn't seem, the audio doesn't seem to sync right? That's on Kick. That's not these guys. That's Kick's problem. I don't know what's going on that the replays screw up like that. Well, whatever. See, it doesn't even start playing the audio.
That he believes is going to save the show. Bring it back.
Oh, yeah?
The new gimmick he believes is going to save the show is that hat.
Oh!
So his new thing is that he wears a snapback hat, and he believes it will turn the numbers around.
Mike?
No.
Hold on.
No.
Oh, is it over here? Did I lose my hat? Here it is. I thought I had lost it. Here we go. I got to learn from the best, right? We got to learn from the best. Here we go. Now I got my snapback hat. Ready? All right, let's continue.
He's continuing to lose subscribers. He went from 1,018,000 when we left to 1,009,000 by last week.
Ooh.
And now he's at 1,005,000. He's on pace by the end of the month to go below 1 million subscribers.
Let's go!
So he's all excited about it. Andy's excited about that. So, I mean, damn, that's a lot. To lose 4,000 subscribers in a week is really bad. Now, you might say, wait a minute, because this is a good question, right? You might say, wait a minute, why didn't Rich lose subscribers earlier? Oh, he did. The thing is, on YouTube, you have to understand, especially those of us who are like legacy content creators, the vast majority of people subscribe to Rich don't watch Rich. It's the same with me. I have like 214,000 subscribers. Out of that, maybe 5,000 people ever even watch my content. It's just, we've been around for so long. We have insane amounts of legacy subscribers that stick around, you know, and never unsub. So he has, what is this telling you? He probably has, no exaggeration, 1 million dead accounts subscribed to him that don't watch his shit. And the people that are actively watching are unsubscribing to his stuff fast. His subs are dropping and dropping and dropping, and no one is continuing to follow this guy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a pretty sad situation that the guy is in right now. All right. Couple shout outs. Cabal just did a $5 super chat. Says Thug King DSP is one rapper Eminem is too afraid to diss. Thank you so much, Cabal, for that. That makes you the top super chatter of the day. Appreciate that. And I also received a $4.20 tip from Adam Theory. Life is Strange is indeed episodic, but they're not releasing the episodes individually. There's 2 options. Deluxe Edition gives you 2-week early access to the first 2. The regular edition gives you access to all the episodes on the regular release date 2 weeks later. Oh, I'm not going to pay extra to get the episodes early. No, I'm not doing that. I will just pay and get all the episodes at once whenever they are all available together. That way I can play them at my own pace and decide as a whole game how I'm going to play the game. So there you go. Okay. Thank you for the heads up. That clarifies that. Thank you, Adam, for the tip. Okay. So continuing on here.
So because he had this really bad experience with weed on stream, he had a total fucking panic attack meltdown. He decided that we were right, finally, about his weed use. And he admitted he was a lazy, slow bum on it and said he was going to quit weed.
Okay.
So let's have a look here.
Wow.
Dickers is now quitting weed.
All right. I have missed him. Let's go.
But wait, but he's lost the snapback. He lost the snapback hat. It's gone now. Where did it go? Maybe he got so high he lost the hat.
I'm talking really fast. It's called being sober. It didn't.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen. Like,
No shit.
what? No shit, Dickers. No fucking shit, bro.
Come on.
We've only been telling you this for what, 8 months now?
We were wrong the
Unreal.
whole time. We were wrong. We were wrong.
Bro, you
we
guys
were
are
wrong.
wrong. Weed makes you good, bro. Yeah, it's really good.
Come
Guitar Player, thank you for a $5 super chat. And he says, thanks for the person who clarified about Life is Strange. Yeah, I guess it sounds like a very confusing situation with Life is Strange. But I'm just going to wait for the whole game to be out, then all the episodes. Cool.
on.
Didn't help my
By
anxiety.
the way, he had to
Thank you for that,
sell
Guitar
2 of
Player.
his monitors. Do you see this?
He did actually have to
He
sell
did?
off the monitors, yeah.
Yeah, dude, take a look at this. This is the room. Are you kidding? He used to have a professionally set up room with like better lighting, bunch of monitors. He has nothing left. Now it just looks like he's broadcasting out of his spare bedroom, and it's his spare bedroom. Like, look, he has a lamp in the background, and he has one monitor with a Windows desktop. Like, he's completely shut down any level of professionalism in his content at this point. This is his actual stream now. Like, what the hell, dude? All right.
Anxiety anymore. It's the best way to put it. I was
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I have it on. Oh no.
No,
Using it
he's
to-
actually. You see
Yeah,
it?
whoa.
Yeah, you
that's-
know,
I
it's
checked.
crazy,
No,
isn't
no, no,
it?
I checked to see if it
He's
was on.
you thought it was on a faster speed
Well,
because
'cause
usually.
I had it at 1.5 for the other video. So I thought, oh, maybe you know how sometimes it holds the setting. But no.
Yeah.
That's him. Wow. Let's go.
Helped me get through certain situations. And it wasn't it. But doing it, look, there's some people that do it day in and day out, and they're cool.
Well,
Look at this. Look at Dickers. Look how felted he is there, having to admit this, that he just can't do it.
Here's the thing, though. Like, are there people that do it day in and day out? Sure, there are. They're usually people who have a medical reason for it, right? Like, I have glaucoma or I have a debilitating illness, and I need to numb that pain to get through the day because it's actually, like, so bad, right? Like, when my back was severely messed up over a decade ago, and literally every moment was either pain or numbness, probably the doctor, one of the things they would have suggested was either constant painkillers or weed, right? Like, that's the kind of person that needs it. Not someone who can't cope with their life, so they sit there eating edibles, but then they get on a stream, right? No one is loading up on THC and weed and then doing something professional for work. No one does that. And that's why people were criticizing this guy.
He's too weak to smoke every day and win. You know, there's some chads out there that can, but Dickers ain't that type of dude. You're a weak bitch for quitting, Dickers. You're a quitter.
Dude in chat says you don't know Rich's health situation. Maybe he does have one, but it's his fault for making this all public. He did not have to be popping weed gummies on stream and make it part of his content. That was his choice. Therefore, when you make your private shit public, it's now fair game for anyone to criticize. No one would have known about this if he didn't do this on stream. It's his fault. If he does have a health issue, you know, that's sad. But sorry, don't make it your content. Or when you're not on the shit, that's when you stream. Everyone has a right to criticize the man for making his content like he has for the last several months. High as shit. Sorry, doesn't matter if he's sick or not. That's his fault and his choice to do that. Okay? Chill Bill just did a $10 Canadian super chat. What about Throwback Thursday segment where members can suggest a retro game? Flashback Friday can be an alternate if Thursday is an off day. I'd be okay with that, but it would have to be buy-in from the audience that they understand that it's happening and people would want to see it and support it. And also it would have to be essentially at a time of the year that makes sense. Like right now, we're about to head into the busiest time of the year where there's nonstop new releases. It wouldn't work right now, but I could definitely see something like that happening, you know, in the future. And maybe it could even be something for DSP Throwback. Like it's a special event for DSP Throwback, Throwback Thursday on DSP Throwback. I play retro games. That was one of the ideas we had for DSP Throwback originally, and it just didn't happen because, you know, things got crazy this year with a million other things going on. Eventually, I might phase out retro replays on Sunday nights, and maybe instead of retro replay as a different stream, we could do like a Throwback Thursday idea. It's not a bad idea at all. I think we should explore it in the future. Thank you, Chill Bill, for that. And that will get us up to $46 in contributions so far today. So we are about a third of a way there to getting our second goal hit in a row. Thank you for that. All right, back to Rich.
Everyone's different, but I'm not gonna lie, I like streaming better sober.
hang on. Let me just switch
Like,
to this.
I imagine that, buddy. I couldn't even imagine streaming high all the time.
No,
it
would suck. dude.
streaming high sucks. You get all like paranoid and anxious and neurotic. You're second guessing
like-
everything you say, and you're slow.
Or
You're slow.
exhausted, and you're like more like and saying stupid shit, and you're slow, yeah.
Right. Isn't the whole point of smoking weed, like for casual use, is that it makes you relax? It ultimately makes you relax. But the problem is then you're not on your best game. Like you're not going to be able to be witty. You're not going to be able to say funny things in reaction to stuff because your whole body is just unwound slow, right? So why the fuck would you want to do that and then try to get on stream and make entertaining content? It's just not going to happen. Like I could understand the first time he did it. Or if he said, once a week, I'm going to do it, right? I have one day, it's going to be High Friday, where every Friday I just eat these edibles and I get high as shit, right? That would have been fine. But instead, he made it every stream, and now it's like, dude, what's going on? Like, we're used to you being at a certain level, a certain a certain level of being able to commentary. You're not doing any of that. You're just sitting there with your eyes like this and talking so slow and half falling asleep. And it's not content anymore. We're showing up to make fun of you rather than watch you because there's no content. Get it?
But
Should have listened to you guys 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
It's like if you had listened 2 years ago, maybe you wouldn't have had this downward spiral to hell where you're being felted by
Right.
darksydephil,
Yes.
buddy.
Yep. Correct. Absolutely correct.
Phil.
100%.
Still,
Like,
every stream is
yeah.
about Phil.
Yeah.
It's
Literally, this is his content, right? Still, to this day, this every single moment, right? He's just watching me and content I've put out and all of this. This is his entirety of his shit. It's like, dude, more of this? Like, how long will this go on? That this is your thing that you just keep watching me. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, it's not working, right? It's not working. You're losing subscribers. You're losing viewers. You're not making the money you used to doing the same shit. Maybe it's time to stop trying to A-log me constantly with your content. Maybe it's time to do something for yourself, creative or something interesting or, something fun. Making fun of darksydephil is not fun anymore. There's only one group of people on this planet who like it, my detractors. And the only reason they do it is because they're so ingrained in it. They have entire communities built around it. They have entire systems and shows built up around it. They make money doing it. It's not fun anymore. The internet stopped the memes about me. I'm not the big laughing stock of the internet anymore. It's ended. Yeah, people still make fun of the incident and shit, but it's not like, oh, let's just ram on darksydephil every day anymore. It's changed. But apparently Rich is still stuck in this endless loop of thinking that things are the same. They're not the same. Things have changed for you and for me, right? It's just like, what are you think you're doing? Who are you broadcasting this for exactly, right? Everyone's like, oh, it's the same thing again. Yeah, it's literally always the same fucking thing, man. Come on.
so fucking pathetic, dude. Like, get a life.
But then when Phil challenged him, said, "Come on my stream and face me,"
Yeah.
and he said no.
Yep.
Of course.
After all the years of begging for an interview with Phil, now that he's been exposed and felted, he's gone running.
Of course.
Gone running from.
And the best part of all of that is this fact right here. He had a 90-minute documentary made about him. That documentary crushed and destroyed him, right? After that documentary hit, everyone's railing on this guy, making fun of him. He's losing subscribers. He's losing viewers. Everything's downhill for him, correct? I had a 4-hour documentary about me. I'm still here. I'm still doing good. I actually am maintaining an increase in viewership, popularity, and support that I didn't have before the documentary came out. So 4 hours of negative shit about me, and I'm doing better. 1.5 hours of negative shit about him, and he's falling apart at the seams. Do you see the difference here? Do you understand why these two things are not the same, right? Okay, 1 second, everybody. 1 second. 1 second, I'll be right back. Sorry for the interruption. I had to do about 10,000 milligrams of edibles, but now I'm back. Okay, ready? Let's continue. Okay, let's continue here.
Darksydephil, because he's a bitch-made puss.
Shocking, right?
I used to think I was more entertaining with weed, and then I realized that, nah, not really.
Realized or
You
everyone
know-
told you?
We told you. Look at this guy. The super chat. I love hearing a morbidly obese, insulated homebody weed addict talk about politics. Your experience is so relatable to everyone else. sitting in your mummy's house nonstop reacting to Phil surely is going to get you to the next level.
No,
Oh my God. Wow. And this is the kind of shit he gets on his streams. And this is what I've been telling you guys. There's a difference between me and him. You guys are here to hang out with me and have a good time. And we have fun conversation and we enjoy games together, right? Literally, this is his stream. People just go there just to tear the guy a new asshole. Like, constantly. That's the whole stream. And it's like, holy crap, dude. Like, what the hell? Like, what kind of streams do you run? But this is the only thing he can do to make money. Like, he has to turn on the stream. And he has to just take abuse the whole stream. Because that's the level of person that will attend his content now and support him. And on top of that, right? Like, from what I'm to understand, he still doesn't have a consistent schedule. So he'll just randomly turn on a stream out of nowhere and then just start broadcasting. And people have to, like, rush to it to figure out what he's doing that day or whatever. Which is, you know, so different from having a schedule, professional schedule. So what do you think is going to happen? What blows my mind is, why does he allow that on his stream? Like, why would you let people just contribute and put that shit on your screen? Why do you think I don't have that on mine? Do you think that people who actually like me want to see me take abuse live on my stream? Of course not. So I'm not going to turn my stream into that to make money, make it a three-ring circus, and make myself such a huge lolcow. Like, he, at this point, has degraded himself down so far, that's the only way he can even make a buck. He's a 1 million subscriber YouTuber, and the only way he can make money is to have toxic, insulting messages on his stream. That's sad, man.
they're right,
Just
man.
destroyed him. And he goes, he's right. He's right. He's right. Oh, it's a nuclear level Feltoning.
Like, the topic I'm on, I'm not as energetic. I think I'm a better streamer sober, in my opinion.
No
2 days
shit.
later.
No.
Up and high.
What the fuck?
Stop.
You're kidding me.
No, Dickers, no. It didn't last.
He went right back to it? He went right back to it. Look, he's got the stupid chicken. His shirt is off. He's high as fuck. Look at his eyes. Listen, pull on your tipples. This person says in the super chat. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. You've got to be fucking kidding me. He went right back to it right after saying he was done with it.
It didn't last.
Oh my
He's
God.
shirtless with a snapback hat on. Stoned
Oh,
out of
hold
his
on.
mind.
Yeah, I see. I didn't know I was streaming tonight. So
Then don't hit start.
Oh, then don't start.
Don't start.
Wait, what?
Don't start screaming. Just go, oh,
I
fuck.
can't
I'm
believe
high.
How? Yeah. I didn't know that I was streaming tonight. What does that even mean? I want you to think about this. Hold on a second. He's an internet content creator, right? He's the talent. He's the one who turns on the stream and makes the content. How do you not know you were streaming tonight? What does that even mean? Is there are you, Rich, are you okay? Are you a prisoner? Is someone there with a gun to your head forcing you to turn your streams on and off at a whim? Like, do you have an alternate personality that does the setup and everything, hits record, and then it slips back to yours, and now you're like, oh, where am I? Oh, shit, I'm on stream. Like, what does that even fucking mean? I didn't know I was streaming tonight? No. You want to know the truth? Here's probably what it is, and this is probably, like, way more sad than the truth, but here's what probably it means. It means he went and looked at his money, and he said, oh, shit, I got no money right now. You know what I mean? Like, all my revenue has plummeted because I don't stream consistently. My content is being laughed at constantly. I have to stream tonight. It's not that I didn't know I was going to stream tonight. It's like, oh, fuck. I have to stream tonight to make ends meet, which is something he probably hasn't had to worry about in a long time, being a 1 million subscriber YouTuber. That's something I've had to worry about for a very long time. It's been probably, 7, 8 years since I had a situation where I was like, I don't have to worry about it. I can just stream whatever I want. No, like, I have to stream. I have to work, you know, to make ends meet. He finally is in the situation. He's run himself so far into the ground now, right? That now this is his situation where he has to do this. He has to stream now, and he can't take it. Oh, I didn't know I had to stream tonight. That's why I'm high. No, no, no. You didn't want to stream tonight, right? But you had to make money, and you can't handle that, so you popped the fucking THC gummies to cope. So now you're ready to be on stream again because, you know, so now I can do it. Now I can be the living embarrassment. Now I can take my shirt off. Now I can kiss the chicken. I could suck the cucumber. I could do the lolcow show, which I don't want to do. I don't want to degrade myself to that level. But it's just like I said earlier. I'll reiterate this because this is what I said 2 months ago. Once you put the clown makeup on, it doesn't wash off. What's happened is he degraded himself so much, no one will watch him for his content legitimately anymore. Now it's all hate watchers. It's all people who don't like the man, and the only reason they'll give him a moment of their time is so that he'll denigrate himself, he'll humiliate himself, and then they'll toss him the dollar, right? So that's what's happened. It's pathetic and sad. He literally did a stream saying, I got my self-esteem back, I'm not going to be high. 2 days later, he's back and he's high because it's the only way he can make money. It's sad and pathetic, man.
You guys won't even believe how much he hyped up that this hat was the new thing that was going to turn it around.
It looks
He
better.
said he had a fresh, young...
Here's the funniest part about that, too. Here's the funniest part about that. How many years did everyone on the internet make fun of me? Fill in the vest, and then, oh, fill in the glasses and the hat, and the glasses and the hat. So it's okay for you to make fun of me because I'm putting shit on in my content. But now you think that's going to save you. The thing that I've already been doing, right? It's so everyone wants to be the critic, but then they do the same shit at themselves anyway. Like, so, oh, this is going to transform me. Watch this, everyone. I'm putting on a hat now. Wow. Oh, by the way, darksydephil did it. He sucks. But look, I'm doing it. Look at me. I'm cool.
young look.
Shut the fuck up. Are you kidding
And
me?
the hat says move in silence, which for him is impossible.
What?
More like waddle in silence.
I don't even know what that means.
Waddle
Move
loudly.
in silence? What do you fucking... He thinks he's fucking Agent 47 or something, right? He's fucking Splinter Cell. He's gonna hit you with the garrote around your neck. Or like, what the fuck is he? What does that even mean? Why do you have that hat? This is so bizarre.
So
Wow.
I took some stuff. So yes, I'm high on stream.
What the fuck?
It didn't even last 2 days, the sobriety arc, buddy.
Time. I didn't think.
To be fair, move in silence is way better than Vince's hat from yesterday.
You know, I'll give him that.
You know, I'll give him that. That hat was fucking nuts.
I didn't think I was streaming tonight. I didn't. And I was like, fuck it, I need this shit today. I'm fairly high right now. Like,
There you go. Wait, he just admitted it. He literally just admitted it. I didn't want to stream today, and then I looked and I said, oh, fuck it, I need this today. I need the money. There you go. Right? All right, well, I guess it makes sense. At least he admitted it. Right? At least he publicly admitted it. It's just sad that now he has to cope by popping more fucking gummies and shit, right? Wow.
yeah, I was like, fuck it, I ain't streaming. Oh, hi, I'm streaming.
There's smoke coming up.
Wait, how do you not know you're streaming? Ash?
Buddy, how do you do it? You have to set up OBS, sit down at the laptop.
Exactly.
on the
What he's saying makes no fucking
You
sense
have
at
to
all.
fire up the stream key in, hit go live.
But he also.
All right, I'm gonna just fast forward a little bit because I'm almost done with this segment. I want to tell you about the conversation I had with Rich today. But I'm just curious if there's anything else going on here.
The moment his mind is clear, he immediately just goes.
Oh wait, hold on. I missed something. I definitely missed something. 408. No, this stupid thing sucks. Go back. Okay.
He's too prideful. Phil's a Nick.
So,
Wait,
so
what?
What the
like,
fuck?
Dickers was about
What?
to call Phil the hard R.
Wait,
Now notice what he
What?
said. He's like describing black people as prideful and arrogant.
What?
And then he's about to drop the full-on hard R, which means this is a regular.
What? What? Okay, hold on. Stop the show. I gotta stop the show for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm 42 years old. All right? Never in my life has anyone ever called me the N-word. What is going on over there? Like, no, really, what is happening? Right? Like, Huh? What would even possess him to say something like that? To make an association, to call me the N-word? Like, what? And if that's the case, if that's in his mind, like they're saying, that means that's the kind of stuff in this guy's head all the time. You don't just think that up and then half say it by accident and take it back. That's a word that's in this guy's head. Constantly thinking that and having that negative association with that towards people. Dude. And how has anyone ever made that association before? I've been on the internet for 16 years as a YouTuber. Has anyone ever said that once? I mean, where is he coming from with that? That's insanity. I don't think there's a rational explanation for that one. I think that's just, he's guy's fucking nuts, right?
Part of Dicker's vocabulary. That doesn't just slip out. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Thank God.
Oh, bring it back. We gotta watch the whole thing.
Are you
We gotta watch the whole thing. Bring
But
it
he's
back
too
right to the
prideful.
beginning.
Yeah, he's too insecure.
He's
He's
too
too
prideful.
Phil's a Nick. Thank
What?
God I am sober.
Oh my. Oh my God. All right. That's enough of that. All right. I don't want to see anymore because there's more. I think they go on for a whole other 10 minutes. Like, I can't even stand it. I got to give these guys credit. I don't know how they do their show, like how they can stand it, because like we just did that for what, like 20, 30 minutes. I can't go on. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's enough for me. That's my limit. I don't even want to watch the next 10 minutes that they did. I've had enough of this crazy nonsense, and they do 6 hours in a row of that shit. Sometimes 9 hours in a row. All right. Anyway, just to go back to why we're going back to this topic, okay? So, as I said, I had basically laid down the law with Rich a few days ago in Twitter DMs, and I said, you need to respond here if you want to be on the show. If not, forget it. It's off the table. You have 48 hours. He did respond and said, yes, he wants to be on the show. Okay? So I responded back to him again, and I said, all right, here's the deal. Here's my schedule for the month. Right now, I already, just so everyone knows, because this has not been locked in yet, I have an interview that's likely happening this coming week, probably around the middle of the week, but it's not set in stone yet. So because it's not set in stone, I'm not going to overpromise and underdeliver. When it's set in stone, I'm going to let you guys know. But that one was already in the works for a while, so that one's happening next. There will likely be an interview around the middle of this week, probably Wednesday-ish, we'll see, on the Level 1 podcast, okay? And I'll give you details soon. So that means probably around the middle of the month, right? Middle of October is where I would be able to do my next interview. And, you know, so I said to Rich, I gave him some dates in the middle of the month, possibilities of appearing on the show or whatever. Okay, I gave him like a time range. And I said, so here's the times that I broadcast. It would have to be via Discord. You know, I gave him all the deets on how to do it. And I said to him, but FYI, there is one criteria for you coming on my show, and it's that you have to be sober. I will not have you as a guest on the Level 1 podcast if you're going to appear on my show high as a kite, or with your eyes messed up, slurring your words, or if you're popping gummies when you're on the show. I will not give you my time. I said my time's valuable. I'm not going to waste time on an interview where you're just going to be sitting there and it's just everyone's just fucking wasting time on this guy. And I did all this work to get you on the show, and then it's just a complete bomb because you're sucking and not doing anything because you're high, right? Exactly. We have standards, right? I'm giving you the time to be on the show. I'm giving you my undivided attention. I better actually have your attention, not you're somewhere off in La La Land, right? So that's what I said to him. So he responded this morning and said he wants to do the show around the middle of the month. He gave me a date range, and admittedly, it's my fault. I can't lock in a date yet. Why? Because I don't know my schedule yet. My schedule fluctuates based on my wife's work schedule. So I'm working right now on 100% locking him in for this interview around the middle of the month. When I know the exact date and time, I will let you all know. But the funny part is, once again, I reiterated to him, I said, but understand, I'm not joking about the sober thing. Like, you have to be sober to appear on the Level 1 podcast. And if you come on the show and I think you're high, I'm going to hang up on you live. I will just end it, right? And he goes, lol, okay. I'll be sober as a judge. And I'm thinking about it. Like, he doesn't understand. He actually doesn't get it. Like, he doesn't know why this would be important to do. He's just like, oh, I should just be fucking high anyway. He doesn't get it. He doesn't understand why you need to be sober to do an interview. He thinks it would have been fine. He's a joke that I'm asking him this. It's not a joke. This is everyone's time. I'm setting up my schedule, my time to do it. My viewers are going to give them time to watch. Everyone wants it to be real, right? They don't want him to come on the show and he's a joke. And, you know, if we want to do that, we'll just watch him on his own streams. And that way we don't have to waste my time, right? So that's what's going on right now. There will be more. I mean, we're about 2 weeks away from this. So I will let you know more info once I know. And once, you know, it has to depend on my schedule and everything. But once I know, I'll let you guys know. But that's what we're working towards next. And so it looks like there's a possibility. I'm only going to say there's a possibility. That's all I'm going to say right now. There's a possibility that he could be on my show. I'm not 100% sure that it's going to happen or anything. Really, honestly, I just don't know right now if it's really going to happen or not. But we'll see. Okay, we'll see what happens dependent on these developments. All right? All right. So there you go. That's the end of that segment. I'm done talking about that for now. When I have updates for you guys, I will give them to you. But that's the deal right now with Review Tech, okay?
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Typically helps me more than anything.